Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing a cash stuffing based on my April 2021 budget. I do get paid monthly, but my paycheck is split between two different companies. I work for one family of companies, and I get paid a little bit by one company and a little bit by another company. And then I also have a few other things like side hustle type things. My partner pays me rent. That's him reimbursing me for groceries and paying all the utilities and doing all the cooking and all that stuff. So and then I also have a couple bookkeeping clients. I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Letitia. I am actually an accountant in real life, and I am bad with money. So I'm hoping that by doing this budgeting on YouTube, it will help me to get my finances kind of back on track. So that said, let's get into it. I do usually stuff my water bill with cash, but today's April 2nd. And so I took that money yesterday, and I took it to the water company. I like to pay that one in cash. It's one of the few bills that I can pay in cash, and I like to go pay it. I pay it once every 2 or 3 months, depending on how ahead I am. So that one is already done. The next bill, or the next envelope I'm going to be stuffing is groceries, and I tried to do an expense summary for March, and I'll film a video about this later on, but just with my summary. But March was my first month doing actual cash envelopes and tracking everything on paper, and it is a lot harder than I thought it would be, especially as an accountant. I noticed I was all fine and good up here, but then when I got down to debt, I realized that a lot of what I had paid was actually covering the expenses from up here. I'm so used to taking everything as one big pot of money and then allocating it among that, and then having everything written out like this and then trying to make it work within the budget was really difficult for me. Surprisingly difficult. So that'll be a different thing. But I did have $110, almost $111 left over in my grocery budget for last month. I had budgeted $300. If that seems low to you, I live in an area that has a lot of agriculture, like fruits and vegetables and cattle and all of that, and it's close by. So we don't have super high cost in getting food here. I also grow a lot of our produce that we eat. So just for example, if we don't have peppers growing in the yard, we're not eating peppers that week. So this does not include most produce. There are things that I can't grow, like garlic, and onions are hard for me to grow too because I'm in the South. But for the most part, tomatoes, peppers, fruits, we're growing those. So it's kind of wonky. I don't have, let me see how much I have left in this envelope. So 20, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have $74 left in this envelope. And that's because I had to buy some stuff for work that I'll get reimbursed for. And I didn't have, normally I would put on my credit card, but the credit card I used had expired the day before. So this was yesterday, and my card expired on 3/31. So I had to just struggle to find cash to pay for bleach and laundry detergent. It was kind of crazy. So anyway, I'm really glad to still have this money left over, but unfortunately I don't know what I need to do with this money. I'm gonna put it to the side and I'm gonna think on it, because not only did I have to reach into my grocery budget envelope, I also had to use some of the money that I had made on, I think it was $3.29. I made $120 or $140 on $3.29, and I ended up having to use a good chunk of that as well. So I've got to get it all figured out. Anyway, so groceries, I budgeted $250, but I'm actually only going to, I'm going to do 125 just so I have like first half grocery and then second half grocery. So I'm going to do 110, 120, and 5. So that's 50, 70, 90, 110, 120, and 5. I think that's how I want to do that. So put that in there. And then I'm just going to skip a line. It is 42, and I'm adding 125. And I'm doing a little bit lower grocery budget this month because my partner is out of town like basically all month, and he's the one that eats everything. I swear he never grew out of the teenage boy stage because the amount of food he consumes is nuts. So gas is the next envelope I'm stuffing. And I actually had, oh, I guess it would say on here, I had about $18 left over. I spent $32.36 and I have about that much left over. And I'm actually gonna roll that over to April. Yeah, I'm gonna roll this $18 over to April because the price of gas is going up, for one, and then 2, I know I'm almost empty, and I'm gonna have to do 2 tanks this month. There are the rare months, like most of the time I can get by with just 1 tank of gas, but sometimes I'll have to fill up at the beginning of the month, and then I'll need to fill up again at the end of the month. And so I'm just gonna roll this $18 over. Yeah, because I got gas on $3.13, and by the time $3.31 rolled around, like, not saying I was on fumes, but yeah, so $18, and then I'm gonna go ahead and stuff $50, and I'm gonna do 20, 40, and 50 there. So 4, 2 plus 50. So I'm gonna call it $68. All right, so that one's done. Oopsie. The next envelope I'm stuffing, because it's this one, is restaurants. And I originally budgeted $50 for restaurants, and then I had some extra money come in. Like a lot of us, we got the stimulus, but then I also had all my side jobs that I did. So I gave myself another $50. A lot of times I don't eat on the weekends until like 3 or 4 p.m. And sometimes that's about the same time I have to go in for my side job. So I'm starving 20 minutes before I need to be at, you know, wherever I need to be. And so I'll just pick up something on the way. I'll get like Chick-fil-A or whatever. So I ended up having $26.42 left of the additional money I gave myself. So let's check that out. 25 and 6. Okay, so yeah, $26 left. And then $75 is my budget. And again, I'm going to break this up into like a first half, last half. So I'm going to give myself $40. Huh. I hope I remember how I decided I wanted to give this to myself, because I don't know. I only have 110 left. We'll see. 20, 40, 50, 65, and 66. Do I really want to keep 20, 40, 50, 65, 66? I don't know that I need all that money. I'm just gonna go with it for right now. I'm not gonna like I'll just roll it all over. Yeah, I feel like as soon as I don't, I'll end up being desperate for money. Oh, and look at me, I didn't even write what I took money out for. I know I got Chick-fil-A again. It was probably like $9. So I'm gonna do plus 40. How much did I say I had again? Shh. Look at me go. 40, 50, 65. I have $66. Okay. I don't know why. That was like in my brain and then right out of my brain. So I have 66 plus 40. Good enough. Water we already handled. And so after I paid my bill for the I paid my 2 months worth, I have a credit balance of $77.72. So that, my water bill is usually like $55. So that'll be good for like a month and a half. And then I'll have, by the time June rolls around, I'll be paying another $120. So I'm not gonna do that one right now. Home maintenance, sure. Home maintenance. Home maintenance is empty, and I did a terrible job tracking that. Home maintenance, I'm gonna do 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 50. One of the things that I really noticed in terms of garden and home maintenance, when I did my expense summary, was that I definitely was not realistic with what I was gonna spend, because I ended up way over budget on home maintenance and garden. And it's like, if I look at, well, I'll have to do a video on that, but if I look at my expense tracker, it's all the random trips to Lowe's, the random trips to Home Depot, like doing one little project, and I get project scope creep bad. So I'll be like, oh, I'll just fix this one little thing. And it's like, well, if I'm fixing that, I might as well fix this, 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 and this too. Which of course costs more money than I'm expecting to spend. So I need to either hone it in on what I'm going to be doing and like not divert from that, which like it's not going to happen because that's not in my nature. Or I need to be realistic and allow myself a little more money and a little bit more flexibility in my budget to do those different, you know, when that scope creep comes along, I can deal with it. So birdseed, I've got $80 allocated for birdseed, but I know this is why we do things on the fly sometimes. Sorry for the reaching, but I've got like my little expense trackers right here. I know I just bought some birdseed. Didn't I? Oh no, it's this card. Cause I buy mealworms for the bluebirds and the mockingbirds. So about $55. So I should only have $25 left. So I'm gonna make that work. I'm gonna take the other $55. This ain't gonna work, okay? Okay. So I'm just gonna take this other money I had sitting aside. Oh man. So I pulled cash out based on my other budget, my older budget, and then I picked up another service job, like another side hustle thing, and I reworked some of the numbers. And obviously I don't have the full cash for that now. So I screwed up yet again. So anyway, the $55, I'll just hold off. But what I want to do with the $55 is take that $55 out of the bank and put it to my Capital One. And then I'll be happy with that. So yes, $25 to the birdseed. And I think every month, like I shouldn't need to buy any more birdseed. That should be enough. But then it's not enough because the birds are monsters and they eat everything. No, they're not monsters. I really love watching the birds. So garden, I'm allocating $100, and this is another one of those where I don't think, pretend like you didn't see that. I increased my garden budget. Just again, this is based on my expense summary. I increased my garden budget and my home maintenance budget a little bit Actually, did I increase home maintenance? I don't remember. But I increased it a little bit based on what I had been spending, and then knowing the other projects that I'm going to be trying to do. And sometimes there's some overlap in garden and home maintenance. Garden, I normally, like, to me, I call it lawn and garden, which I maybe should do that, but this is like anytime I need to do a sprinkler repair, or if I buy new flowers or fertilizer, garden. But then home maintenance, there's also some overlap there because, like right now I'm working on outdoor electrical for my house or for my garden. And electrical is like a home maintenance thing, but it's outside. So which is it? You know, there's a little bit of overlap there, but I do want to have them separate because like home maintenance is definitely like HVAC filters, air filters, but it's definitely not plants. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things. I think as I go along, I will figure it out. I'll like figure out my budget. I have done a digital budget for a long time, but it's slightly less tangible than writing everything down. So put $100. Did I write that down? I don't think I did. Okay. 4, 2 plus 100, 100. Yes. I'm like having one of those days in one side of my brain and straight out the other side. Clothing. So clothing, I'm going to do $30. I'm stealing from my other pile. So I'm doing $30 for clothing. I bought almost all of my jeans at about the same time, and they are all just splitting. And then blow money. This is another like budget breaker for me, I think. That I don't always, because I make money in so many different ways, and one of them is through, I have an Etsy shop where I sell like handmade like women's wallets, purses, accessories, those types of things. And I've since branched out to selling cardstock things like party favor type things. And so typically, since my Etsy is a Schedule C, even though I treat it like a business, all of the net income is taxable to me regardless of what I spend it on. So I treat that as like my blow money. I think it's just a mental thing. If I don't have that money coming in, it makes me want to spend more. It's really stupid. But I think having like a little bit of blow money, like a little bit of money for like unbudgeted things will really help me. So I'm gonna allocate $50 towards blow money. 30, so that's 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. And I'm doing it in small bills, so I won't, I want to be okay spending this money. So that is $50 to my blow money. And I did not allocate any blow money last month, which I think was a mistake. Like I said, so plus $50, and we'll see. May not spend any of it, who knows. Then I think that's it. Whoopsie. Organized chaos over here. So I've got blow money, I've got clothing, I've got home maintenance, I've got garden, birdseed, gas, restaurants, and groceries. So let's see. The next thing I'm gonna do is budget for the auto repairs, my car repairs, slash tires. This, my tires are, they are like almost done, and I need to get some new tires. I'm like on the fence, like should I go ahead and get them, because where I get my tires is the next town over. It's like 25 minutes away, but I don't have someone that can easily pick me up right now, so I'd have to wait for them. I can wait till like the end of April when my partner gets back, but I'm also like, do I really want to be stressed out about not having good tires? So I have $120 left. Last month I bought new windshield wiper blades and some fuses. My camera quit on me. So last month I had budgeted $200 for my tires, and I ended up buying fuses for the car and windshield wiper blades for both me and my partner, for both of our cars. So that took about $80. So I have 110, 15, 20. I have 120 left. And this is prop money. I'm leaving this in the bank because I don't really want to have this much. But I'm going to add another 675 from this month's paycheck to go towards my tires, just so that I know I will have that whenever I'm ready. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 500, 600, 650, 670, and 675. I think last time I got tires and brakes, it was like $900. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 50, 770, 780, 85, 90, 95. So that's $795. Well, I could have done that math. 675, 120. I don't know. I may not need brakes. I haven't checked. I need to check and see if I need brakes. Because if I don't need brakes, that would save me a little bit of money, but brakes are also not very expensive in the grand scheme of things. Anyway, so I have $795. I think I need like another $105. So hopefully I make a little bit more money this month and I can handle that. I am also going to pay so I don't end up in the same position that I was in last month, where it's almost tax deadline day and I have to fund my tax advantage accounts before tax deadline day. I'm gonna start paying to my 2021 HSA now. So I'm gonna do $300 to that. I think the max contribution for me for 2021 is, it's either $3,550 or $3,600. I don't remember. Actually, let me Google that. So it's gonna be $3,600. So that's nice. It'll be $3,600, nice even $300 per month for 12 months. The next thing I'm gonna go ahead and start funding is my IRA. I actually already have, I think, $1,000 in my IRA for 2021. So I'm not far behind. So I'm gonna do $500 to that. And it's a limit of, I'm pretty sure, 6,000 still. 6,000, yes. So I'm gonna do that, and then I had said I was gonna do $1,800 to my solo 401k. Total, I did $1,000 for March, and then I've got another $300 set to go for April. So that'll be just $500 more that I need to cover the 2020 amount, though I believe I can actually contribute $2,800 to my solo 401k. So I may, with my May paycheck, bump it up to another $1,000. The solo 401k that I have set up is actually a traditional tax deductible 401k. And so I may take the extra $1,000 and put it into a Roth 401k. I can have both within my plan. And so that way I'm paying taxes on $1,000 and then not paying taxes on $1,800. And then the last thing I have going on with my budget is Capital One, $587.66. Cannot read. So I will set that up and go ahead and pay that off. Well, actually not pay it off, because I think I owe like $700 on my Capital One. So I will have that set to go later today. And then with all of my envelopes, I don't even know what I was thinking, but I have $4 left over. Thanks for watching this cash stuffing, and I will see you next time. Bye!